Hello, everybody. Fifth Leaf here, taking over for the interviews from the King Theo himself. I figured I'd ease up his load a little bit. And I am here with our first guest of the season, which is also his first draft league, Alligator 95 of the Carolina Berserkers. And we're going to talk to you today. So I do just want to double check with you just to clarify, this is your first draft league.
Yep.
All right, cool. So how long have you been playing like competitive Pokemon for?
Around 2013, I first got into Showdown.
Cool.
That was so into it, but I haven't been playing competitively that long. I just started actually learning IVs and EVs and all that stuff around 2017.
Nice.
And then playing until like 2019.
That's pretty good. So you at least have like a decent amount of like experience in actual VGC play. It's not like your first time playing VGC ever.
Yeah, I do the rank battles and everything all the time.
Oh, perfect. What's your highest rank?
I think the highest I've gotten is like 1,000 on Master Ball.
Oh, that's pretty good. Look, I've only gotten Master Ball twice. I'm pretty trash. Don't even worry about it. So you're here if you've gotten to the 1,000. So being your first draft league, how'd you come across the VBA?
I saw the post on I think it was the Pokemon VGC group, or it was either that or the Sword and Shield group. I just saw it, thought it would be fun, so I was hoping that wouldn't be too late, and I got in the last spot.
Yeah, it filled up. It filled up pretty quick. I mean, so the way that they kind of do it is they reserve the right for like coaches from the previous season to kind of get their signups in first, and then they realized that they were like filling up super quick, so they ended up going with the surprise 2 divisions. Like, this is the first time we've ever had 2 divisions, which is pretty hype. I think I've changed my name every single time. I think I started with Central Mass Clovers, and then I moved to the Lost Teddiursas, and then I'm finally stuck on the Latchkey Kids. So what kind of brought you to pick your name?
Well, I'm from North Carolina, currently living in South Carolina, and I want to do something kind of fun. And I came up with the Carolina Berserkers because the Carolina Panthers, just to kind of homage to that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and it kind of shows in your logo. I mean, I have a little bit of bias. I love your logo, but I think partially because it's a sick idea, but also because I mean, I made it. I think there's definitely a little bit of bias there. Now, I was kind of talking with some of the other admin and staff members, and you are kind of a ghost. We don't hear a lot from you in the chat. Is that kind of like a strategic choice, or are you like actually just Batman?
I work 8 to 5 most days, so I'm not able to be on my phone or on the Discord. And a lot of the stuff you guys talk about, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. So it's hard to kind of go into it. So I just kind of lay low until I see the opening to kind of say something.
Fair enough. Now, we usually just kind of jump in and make fun of Wakeman for having Meganium as his favorite Pokemon, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, I'm glad I can get you on for the interview. I'm glad that I could actually, I'm glad you were interested. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like I know you said you started kind of playing Pokemon a little bit in 2013, then moved to 2017. So what like got you into Pokemon?
I've been playing Pokemon since I was 5. My first game was Crystal back in 2000. My dad came home one day and was like, hey, I think all these kids are playing this game, so I got you this. So I've been playing it ever since. Love Pokemon. I have like 4 or 5 Pokemon tattoos. I just got a fresh one yesterday.
You got a fresh you gotta flash the fresh one if you can.
I see it on the camera. It's not gonna show up well, but it's a Litten and a Perugly that I get all the tattoos in homage to my previous pets. So I have a Houndour on my forearm, Persian Liepard on my forearm, Litten Perugly, and then I have a Charizard that I got just as a whim as my first tattoo when I turned 18.
That's pretty sick. I'm glad to see there's a fellow VBA member who has Pokemon tattoos.
Yeah.
See if it'll show up on screen pretty well for me. I'm doing a full sleeve, and I kind of have a half of it going. Kind of can't see it because the light. But we got some Gen 3, Gen 1, 2s. Then the main part of it is the front. We got, oh, you really can't see it.
No, I can see Meganium. I see Brendan.
Yeah, Meganium, Brennan, Teddiursa. We got the Beautifly, C-Dot. Yeah, so it's gonna eventually go up the entire arm. But I'm glad to see that I'm not the only person just whipping out Pokemon tattoos. I know Krabby said something about getting some Pokemon tattoos. And I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
And yours are sick. I saw yours better than you could see mine because of this damn light. I can't wait to move it back. It actually looks way better over here. But
Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I can see the Tropius, the Victory Bell, all that stuff is good.
thanks, man. So you have any ideas for any new other Pokemon tattoos coming up, or are you kind of good for now?
I am good for now. I had 2 Sugar Gliders when I was younger, so I might get 2 Amogulas somewhere on my arm, but I'm not sure yet.
That's pretty. I think you should go for it. But I'm also, you shouldn't always listen to me because I'm always gonna tell people to go get tattoos.
Yeah, I love tattoos.
I actually have a coworker from one of the other floors. So he's bald and he never had a tattoo, anything. And I'm like, bro, I'll pay for your first tattoo. I won't because it's expensive. But I just wanted to get him to go with me, bro. I'll get him, have him tattoo his head. And he's like, nah, I'm good. So yeah. So you've played Pokemon. I mean, we have the same first game. We both played Crystal as our first game. Who was your starter? I have to ask.
So I do love me some Chikorita. It's hard.
Extra
It's
points.
hard. I think I chose Cyndaquil as my first pick, but it's hard to go wrong because I love all the Gen 2 designs are my favorite. Espeon, Umbreon, favorite Pokemon ever. Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with the starters in Johto.
Yeah, I think Johto has some super solid when it comes to actual design. And I see that you got your preferred division. You're in Johto.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. I didn't get my preferred division. I got sent away in Kanto. But it's okay. It's okay. We all can't get what we want.
The Johto division looks stacked. I don't know most of these players, but from what it looks like, everyone who talks in the chat seems to be in Johto, and I just assume they're really good. So I think it's gonna be a rough first season, but it's gonna be a fun first season.
I think that I agree. I think it does look really stacked. But I also am with you. I don't know a lot of those players because a lot of them did come from other draft leagues. But from what I hear from other people, is that there's some pretty good battlers. So make a friend, have a draft partner. We all use them. Always utilize it. So were you there for our live stream of the division split?
No, I was actually traveling at the time.
Oh, where were you headed? I mean, if I'm allowed to ask.
No, you're good. I was going to my wife's Thanksgiving with her family.
Nice. Where's that out of?
We were going to Durham, North Carolina.
Ah, damn. So nowhere near our end of the woods. I was hoping because we're trying to get a big VBA to get together. So, want everybody out. But we're over, a lot of us are East Coast. Some of us are across the country. But we're just trying to get everyone together, man. We want to meet everybody.
Are y'all...
What was that?
Where are y'all at? Northeast?
Yeah, so a lot of us are in Massachusetts. So we're kind of Central Mass area. So it's pretty easy for us few to get together. We actually just had Senpai, who was a coach from the last season and the previous season. He just came up from where he's from, so we all got together. We're trying to get Rhett down here. We're trying to get Ruby down here. We want to see everybody. We I think the best thing about the VBA is that it's a very good community to be part of. So you seeing that post, great first draft league to be part of. I don't know, I couldn't this was my first draft league that I ever joined, and I couldn't ask for better people to be around.
Cool.
Now for the draft itself, I see you've drafted quite the team here. And I don't want you to give away any of your techs. I would never ask that of anybody. But how do you feel about your team?
I'm kind of up in there. I don't know what to expect from other people because I know how I like to play. I like to play hyper offensive for the most part.
Yeah.
But I don't know how everyone else likes to play, especially in a draft league like this where everyone's going to have different techs. Everyone's going to have different ideas of how to play. So it's hard to scheme about what you want. So I just kind of drafted ones that I've used before and how I know how to use them.
Nice. And that's always good. When my first couple draft leagues, I drafted what was super comfortable for me too. I am like the resident Paris Trap player, so the first two seasons I just drafted Paris Trap. So I feel like it's always good to like ease into your first draft league with something you're comfortable with. I think that's a great choice. Now, at the time that this video comes out, our spice level videos will have been out, and I believe we rated your team actually pretty high. I think we all liked your team a lot. I think we all generally agreed that your team was a great first draft team. We think you drafted really well for yourself. We always love to see the mascot on the teams. That's always good to see. We see that you drafted quite a bit of fake out. We double intimidate. Like you have a pretty solid build.
Cool.
So, and we love to see the Galarian Rapidash. Like, it doesn't get drafted often, but when it does, we love to see it. So what was kind of like your thought process going into the draft?
I knew that round 9 I was probably gonna go. So I really wanted to get either Cinderace. Who I think I had Cinderace, Arcanine, and Salamence my top 3. Cinderace was gone pretty quick, so I figured that Arcanine and Salamence probably wouldn't be gone. So I figured why not go ahead and take my top tier 2 picks, because I figured Blastoise might go early just because of the fake out and it's pretty bulky, and different things you can do like Shell Smash, Rain Dish, different things you can do with that. And then I like Raichu because I know how to use the fake out and other things it has. It's pretty cool tech. And then I kind of just drafted from there around that and different things I can do with them. And then Berserker too. I really want to utilize Berserker, so I wanted to see how I could utilize Berserker and give it the weapons or the different buffs it can have to help it out.
Oh, so you definitely went into the draft like with a plan.
Yeah. I had a notepad, pen, and paper that I scribbled out 5 or 6 times to see who I was going to get.
Now, my handwriting too messy. I had to do that shit on Google Docs. Nuzzle has been the bane of my existence forever. That's kind of why I got the nickname Full Parad, because there's been so many games that I've lost just by being paralyzed. Like, I've made jokes about bringing 6 Lumberries to matches because I literally just cannot escape the full paralyze. It is the bane of my existence. Like, even if I get put to sleep, I'll wake up on the first turn possible. But if I get full parad, I'm full para every single turn. It's I can't escape it no matter how hard I try. If I Lumberry Pokemon, it's the wrong one. It's just I can't escape it. I can't escape the hacks, and it always hits me pretty bad. But then when I try to full para other people, nah, they hit through it every time. So I just gave up on caring about full para. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm just letting you know it's gonna be strong for you. It's gonna do some justice.
The funny thing is, I haven't even really thought about Nuzzle on Raichu.
Really?
Yeah.
It's definitely strong, I promise.
Yeah.
You don't have to bring it every time because people are going to start to prep specifically against it, but I definitely think it is very strong. Now, if we want to take a quick look at your matchups, yes, week 1 you do have the West Side Weezings, our resident coach, Rolo. He's another Massachusetts boy. He's a pretty good battler. Have you looked at his team at all?
Yeah, I've been looking at that. I've been studying that ever since it came out yesterday, trying to figure out how to best, because I don't really know what he wants to do with that team.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty spicy team. I think the team on paper, I think it looks good, but I think that like it's got a lot of weird shit that it can do.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely going to be hard to prep for. So I'm actually really excited to see your match, because not only is it your first league, it'll be your first match. Within a draft league, so it'll be good. But looking at have you paid attention to like what anyone else has drafted at all?
Not really. I've been mainly focusing on this one first, and then kind of going from there.
Yeah, fair. I just didn't know if you had like a specific team that you were worried about battling at all, like out of the 10 or 11 or whatever.
No, I haven't. I really just thought about this because I'm really worried about, because I have no idea how this team's going to play. He's got Trick Room and Hatterene and Dusknoir, and then he's got Tailwind with Fletchinder, but none of the Pokemon are that fast. So I don't know what to think.
That's fair. I look at that. I'm looking at the team right now, and I don't even have any pointers. I don't know. I don't know what Rolo's doing. He's cooking something up. So
Yeah.
just be ready for him to be cooking something up. Oh, so tell us, what do you do for work?
I'm a physical therapist.
What? I need to be one of those. Well, actually, I just got one, but she's kind of lame. She's a little old lady.
Oh.
But
Yeah, I just graduated last year.
Nice. Yeah, I've been having some lower back problems. I'm feeling some sciatica issues. Like, if you ever want to send me over some exercises, let me know. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, I love it so far. It's a great job.
That's good. Now I see here probably the coolest thing I've ever seen on anyone's hobbies. You've played Quidditch competitively.
Yeah, I still do.
Really? What? That exists?
Yeah.
How do you play? Like you obviously don't fly.
So you've seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Funny thing, so I've been playing since 2013. My friend back in high school, she always told me that she'd go to the World Cups in New York, and she asked me to play in college, and I got there, and I said, whatever, I'll try it, because I've always played football, track, did a little rugby in college too. So I got there, and there's just a bunch of nerds running around, and they're like brooms, PVC pipes. But it's co-ed, full contact, so you can tackle everyone. It's just a lot of fun. It's hard to explain in detail how it works, but it's kind of like basketball in the sense of it's back and forth, tackling, dodgeballs, the bludgers. Now it's kind of just a good way to travel. So I travel all across the country. I play for a team out of Atlanta. This weekend we're actually going to New Orleans to play a tournament there with like 12 other teams. In the summer, we actually do go to Boston this coming summer, so if we want to meet up, that could be a time to meet up.
Look, you're coming in the summer. We're meeting up. It's decided. It's decided. You just got to remind us, and not like Senpai who tells us 2 days before he leaves.
So yeah, it's just really fun. I just love to travel and love to play that.
Bro, that's so cool. Now so the bludgers are the ones that like in the movie, they're the ones that like automatically like fly and hit you guys, right?
Yes, I think you could. I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. I never read the books. So I think it's the one where they kind of fly around. They have the bats that you hit them with, and it hits you off the room.
Yeah, it's like the big brown one.
Yeah. So the dodgeball is that. So if you get hit with that, you have to get off your broom, run back to your side, tag your hoop, and then get back into play.
What? Well, that's sick. I want to play.
It's fun.
I want to get. How do I even like find Quidditch? Do I just type in Quidditch around me?
Yeah, where are you at? Massachusetts, there's a lot of teams around there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta make a VBA Quidditch team. I'm saying it right now. We gotta make a VBA Quidditch team. God, that's so cool. How long have you been playing that?
I think this is my 8th year.
What? Can I ask? I'm sorry. How old are you?
I'm 20. Just turned 26.
Oh, word. We're same age. So you've been playing since you were 18? Nice.
Yeah.
God, that's so cool. I wish I had cool things that I did. I just play Pokemon and work on my car. Other than Quidditch, are there any like other super cool things that you do?
I just bought a truck this past year that I have been trying to turn into like this camping rig. So haven't done a lot of it yet, but I'm trying to do a lot of like off-road driving and different camping spots in the woods off like uncharted roads.
That's pretty cool. Are you gonna like completely redo like the whole back of it so like it can become like a living space?
Yeah.
Dude, that's sick. You have to send us pictures. I actually think a lot of us in the Discord, we might have an art channel. If not, I'm gonna tell them to make an art channel, because I feel like there's a lot of people in the server that would actually think that's super cool. Cool. Me being one of them. Yeah, definitely keep us updated on that. Seeing like a before and after, I think is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Now, are you recording your journey with that at all, or?
Not really. I mean, I might take pictures every now and again, but I don't do a lot of video recording kind of stuff.
Yeah. Do you plan on doing that at all for like the draft league and your games, or?
I thought about it. I don't have the greatest setup, so I have nothing like you have. So I don't have the mic, I don't have the backlight or anything like that. I have this phone and then my computer, which doesn't always work with the internet that we have around here in Colombia. So I might just end up using my phone if I do it, but I probably won't submit it anything in the raw form that it is right now because it just wouldn't be useful to anything except for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you ever feel down about it, just know that we have another coach at the VBA. Bubble Hulk, he's one of the admins. He records all of his matches on his phone, and he uploads them. So you wouldn't be the only one.
Okay.
But yeah, do you have any questions like for me or like for like the Discord in general?
No, well, you said you work on cars. What kind of things do you do with the cars?
So the most recent thing I did with cars is I turned the hood of my car into a chalkboard.
Okay.
So every time I park somewhere, I leave a piece of chalk on my car, and they can draw. People who walk by it can draw all over my hood.
Cool. What kind of car is it?
So right now I'm driving a Subaru Impreza. My last car I had a Honda Civic. Oil dumped out of it, and the engine seized. So I had to buy a car in 24 hours, and I was like, I'm buying a Subaru Impreza. So yeah, that's what I'm in right now.
That's pretty cool. Would have never thought to put a chalkboard on the car, but that's a really cool idea.
And it's really easy. If you ever want to do it, just go to like your local Walmart and buy a sander, like $20. Or you probably already have a sander if you're working on a truck. You get a sander, and chalkboard paint is only like for like a can like this is only like $11-12.
Huh.
And I did 3 coats of my hood, and then I still have like half a can left.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Super fun, and it's a specific kind that adheres to metal. So as soon as you like grind down your hood a little bit, or whatever you choose to make the chalkboard spot, just grind it down so that the paint has something to stick to. 3-4 layers, and you're ready to go. And I did it in a day. It took like 3 hours.
Not bad.
But I do like working under the hood too. I just haven't done anything recently with that. So I'm a big fan of slammed cars. Those ugly motherfuckers that are on the ground. I love it. My favorite thing. So I mean, that kind of wraps up the questions I have. But I do have one last one. Last year, Theo always had like a wrapping up question that he would ask, what's in the trunk of your car? I have a different one. I have another one that I like to ask people because I am like gift giving is one of my love languages, and I love giving gifts to people. So I guess my closing question to you is, what is the last gift you gave someone?
That's tough. I'm an active service person myself. Let's see. What did I give? I feel like active service and gift giving can be pretty closely related. So I made mac and cheese for my family, which is an active service, but for them it's a gift to me. I made them mac and cheese because they asked for it, so I gave that to them. I don't know if that...
It counts. Mac and cheese is like top 3 foods.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's cool. Mac and cheese. I love it. Do you have a Twitter or anything? Like, do you have any socials you want us to plug? You want us to plug?
I've got I don't have a Twitter, but I do have an Instagram, hold on. I think it's Dr. Alligator 95 on Instagram. And if you guys there's Quidditch pictures on there if you guys want to see what that's like too.
Hell yeah. Would you care if I blew one up on the screen when I post this?
No.
Hell yeah. You're gonna see a picture. There's gonna be a picture of Ollie right here. Covering that VBA logo. God, that's so sick. I can't wait. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. I'm so impressed. But yeah, so it's been real. That wraps up basically all the questions I had, and that we kind of came up with for the interview. And I want to wish you luck on your week 1. I want to wish you luck for the rest of your draft. I hope you have a lot of fun. I hope you stay. And yeah, see you on the other side.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you.